Hello, welcome to Todd Miller TV. I want to do a market update for September of 2012. Even though it's the end of August, we're going to look at the August numbers and sort of give you an update. So very interesting, we've been tracking this number for the month over month over month, which is the total inventory in Las Vegas. It's been sitting at like 4,500 to 5,000. And what's very interesting is today, at the end of August, that number is over 5,500. So we have 5,540 homes on the market, which means there's more homes out there. It's still a lower number than we've seen, but it's a lot. And what's really interesting is the number of sales haven't increased. We're at 3,300 for the last 30 days. That's roughly where we've been, 33, 3,500, sort of in that range. And so sales are pretty stable. Inventory is starting to climb just a little bit. What's really interesting is where the houses, what price ranges they're selling in, what price ranges are available. So you've probably heard the agents or other people out there with a bunch of misinformation saying, hey, they're the only houses available, nobody wants them. They're these little bitty condos, which is the phrase I keep hearing, little bitty condos. So I pulled up the median numbers, meaning the number at which half the house is sold below, half the house is sold above. Half the houses sold below 120,000. Half the houses sold above 120,000. So that 120,000 is the median number in Las Vegas right now for sales. What was really interesting was when I pulled what's available, and then I saw what the median number is. And that median for what's available is 175. So that means half the house is under 175 and half are over. So what that means is when you look at those two numbers that means that the hot place where people are buying, it's under 175,000. Those houses are flying off the market. It's over 175 where it's a lot slower. The absorption rate's much slower there. That range represents where people that live in houses tend to buy. Investors tend to buy the lower end houses. Owner occupants tend to buy higher end houses. And what this shows is that in our market we have a lower demand for owner occupants. Now, there's a lot of owner occupants out there that are buying $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 houses. The problem they're having is they're competing with investors who are paying cash. So the people out there are saying, hey, I'm just going to go buy my first house, $100,000 house, they're getting very frustrated with the process. So a couple things you can do. One is you can be patient, okay, and just keep trying, and maybe you'll get one. The second thing you do is buy a more expensive home. $175,000 house at current interest rates, your payment's going to be between $1,000 and $1,100 a month. If you're paying $1,200 a month in rent, you're probably not even living in a house like that. That's a house that was worth $400,000 a couple years ago, probably, depending on what part of town it's in. So, there's a lot of opportunity in the market, but that's sort of the overall thing I wanted to convey, was that 5,500 houses available, and then 175,000 is the median price. But what's selling, flying off the market actually, is that $120,000 price range is the median. Basically below that it's super hot. And so anyway, I just thought I would share that with you. That is my market update for September of 2012 here in Las Vegas. Thanks.